So today, you guys, I kind of wanted to do a talk through video with you and kind of just talk about the technique of strobing. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's kind of the opposite. It's basically the opposite of contouring. So strobing is basically the act of giving an illuminator or illuminizing the high points of the face to emphasize those high points of the face. It's basically a really minimalistic technique to give glowing skin within the face. Obviously, you guys can tell right now I have not done it yet, but we will get into the video of kind of showing you guys exactly at what points need to be highlighted to give the strobing look. So I am going to be using the Carli Bybel Bybel palette. This one has 4 highlighters in it, basically for any type of skin tone that you guys could think of. So I'm going to be going in with this one right here. I feel like this one looks the best on my skin. So I do have this fan brush that looks like this. This is the one that I usually use to highlight my face. So I'm just going to go in with that, and I'm going to put that all over. And so the highlights of the face are usually obviously right over in here, above the cheekbones, above the eyebrow right in here, a little bit underneath the eyebrow, and the inner tear duct, as well as you're going to want to highlight over in here in the nose, on the tip of the nose, your cupid's bow, your chin, and then sometimes I kind of do highlight within the forehead just a little bit right here to give that illusion of it being highlighted as well. So we can just get into it. So I'm going to start by taking this brush, and I'm going to start by just stroking that over the top of the cheekbone, and I'm going to be staying right underneath the kind of right on top of the cheekbone, and a little bit staying right in here, so that way you can give the illusion all in this area. So depending on how much you want, you guys can see already that's kind of a minimal. I'm gonna do a little bit more because I don't know, I just want to kind of give it more of a pop. So just staying in that same area, I'm just gonna keep fanning that out. And just depending on your style, you can put as less as you want or as more as you want. I'm just going to blend that out. And if you guys can see already, that highlight right there versus this cheek. So it really just gives a very nice glow to the skin. So for doing above the eyebrow bone, underneath it, and the inner tear duct, I'm going to be using a smaller brush. This one is from BH Cosmetics. This one is in number 129. It's just a nice little kind of fluffy brush. And I'm going to dip that into that color as well. And I'm just going to drag that right above the brow bone and just kind of blend that out right there. Just above, right where that point is right there. And like I said, you can do as much or as little as your heart desires. I'm going to be doing that right underneath as well. And blending it all out. So you're going to want to, it's kind of just going right above and right underneath that that point of your eyebrow, or that roundness of your eyebrow, and also in the tear duct. And again, I'm applying more just because I just want it to pop a little bit more. And I'm just going to kind of do it on this side at first so you guys can kind of see the difference between strobing and not strobing. So I'm going to stay on this side of the nose. You're going to want to contour, see? You're going to want to highlight the nose. And I like a lot on the point. I don't really have a point, you guys, but the ball of my nose, let's say that. And then the Cupid's bow. So I just kind of do a little bit to kind of highlight that, even though I don't really have that defined of a one. And I'm trying to stay on this side. So, and then you're gonna see that right there above the lip line, kind of just gives it an extra highlight. I'm gonna pick up my fan brush again, and I'm gonna use this to do the chin. I am gonna do a little bit up here, you guys. I just like to do a highlight up there. If you don't want to, you definitely don't have to, just a little bit. Not too much, it's just a little bit. So if you guys can see already, this just brightens up the face so much more and kind of gives it a nice glow to the skin without having anything on it. So right now I do only have foundation on and concealer underneath the eyes, but just putting this on, it just highlights everywhere that the light hits, if you guys can see. So we can go in, and I will do the other side now. You guys can see the difference. So just starting with that cheekbone, I'm just gonna start fanning that out. Alright, so as you guys can tell, I do have both sides of the face finished. It's just a really nice technique that that I do believe that possibly could be in place of contouring. I actually prefer this more than contouring, just because I feel like it's kind of more of a natural look versus the contour kind of, you know. But I do prefer this a lot more than contouring. It's, like I said, it's really natural. It really just highlights everything that you want to highlight on your face, and it just gives a nice glow within the skin, in which that's what it's supposed to do. So I feel like even not wearing any makeup, like I don't have anything really on besides, you know, my eyebrows, foundation, and under eye, it really gives a nice illusion of just nice glowing skin. So if you guys can see, it just looks amazing. Like it kind of gives like a fresh face as well. I actually would just like do this look any day without even putting on lashes, or let me actually put some mascara on. So yeah, looks a little bit better with doing mascara. So if you guys would just like to rock this look with mascara, it would be definitely great. I find it really amazing. I just think it really just highlights everything on the skin that you want it to, and it gives a really nice fresh look. So I did kind of do some more research for you guys as far as what colors to use for the type of skin tone that you have. And kind of what products that are really good for highlighting, which I do highly recommend the Carli Bybel palette. This one, because it does have basically every color that you would need for any type of skin tone right in this palette. If not, I mean, there's obviously tons of different highlighters that you can use. Before this, I would use, you know, eyeshadow that I liked as a highlighter. So it's really just going to depend on you and what your preference is and the color that you would like to use. So I highly recommend those. There's also the e.l.f. Bake Shadow, which I do have right here. Which just looks like this. It's just a really nice, this one is kind of like a champagne-y, but kind of has like some rose in it, if you guys can see. That's really nice color too. They have a lot of different colors to choose from, and this one's super unaffordable. I think it was about $1 or $2. So that's definitely something to check out as well. So if you're more on the paler side, you're going to want to use something that's iridescent. So something like this one would probably be good for any type of pale skin. If you're a little bit lighter, I would definitely highly recommend an iridescent or a very light color. Even so yeah, for the pale, I would definitely go for iridescent. If you're kind of more on the lighter side, try like a white gold. I feel like that would accent very well with the skin. Also, like a light pink champagne color would look nice, and I do think that this one is kind of like an iridescent light pink champagne color that would look good on fair to light skin. For the medium skin tone, medium to olive skin tone, you're definitely gonna go with like a gold or type, like kind of like a peach. I do think that one of these two in between here would look good for like the medium to olive skin. This one is kind of like a nice peach color, and then this one is kind of like that gold color that would look good on the medium to olive skin tone. And then if you're a little bit darker, I would definitely recommend like a deep copper color. So this one on this end would be really great on darker skin tones. Like I just told you guys, I do think this palette is great for every type of skin tone. It has all of the ranges in it, but if you guys just wanted to pick up one color, I do think what I just said would look great on your skin if you're trying to find a highlighter that will complement your skin. But that is everything I have to tell you guys about strobing, and if you guys again have any questions about the technique that I will be able to answer, just put the questions down below and I will definitely either answer it for you or find out the answer for you. And if you guys have any techniques for me or anyone else, definitely leave that below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So
This is crazy. I can't go on like this.
the only thing I could say